What's up, snipers, and welcome back to our Minnesota Wild GM mode. So, in last episode, we did the complete season simulation, and we actually made one trade during the season, as we were offered Jonathan Toews from Chicago for a second-round pick. So we brought him in for the fourth line just to kind of play good defensive hockey, as he's still got really good defensive statistics. As you can see, 90 defensive awareness. Our penalty kill and our defensive stats actually got better throughout the season. Same with our goals for and power play percentage. So I think Jonathan Toews was a great acquisition for the team. I don't think we're going to be able to get him back next year. He's not making that much money. So if we want to, we might be able to bring him back again, but he might drop even more. And I don't know if he's liking his ice time or not. You never know. So yeah, basically that's what the team looks like going into the playoffs. Though we have Richie growing up to an 88 now, and Kaprizov dropped to an 88, but these guys still produce a lot of points, as Kaprizov had, I think, 80 points this season, and Richie had like 75 or something like that. So those two guys are the main point-wise. If Granlund does not produce in the playoffs, we could always switch him with Schultz, because Schultz had a pretty decent regular season as well, and he's only 21 now. He's slowly growing to being that first-line center. Probably by next season he will be. So let's get into round one. We are up against the Colorado Avalanche, who have one former player, and that is Jared Spurgeon, who we didn't see since 2020, I think. So maybe in the last 6 years. I don't even remember. But we traded him away, or we released him in free agency. And eventually he found his way to Colorado, who finished 49, 28, and 5 during the regular season. They had, I think, a better power play percentage than us during the regular season as well, but their defensive statistics were not as good as us, so they didn't have as good of a penalty kill. So let's take that to the advantage, and hopefully we could beat them here in Game 1 at the Pepsi Center, I think it's called. Let's get her done. Okay, first period underway, and it's going to be a 0-0 score after 1. Shots are 11-9 in favor of the Avalanche, but nobody's been able to break the ice just yet. Second period, still nobody has been able to score well. This might be more of a defensive series. I'm surprised, though, because Colorado doesn't have the greatest defensive core in comparison to ours. They do have people like Pietrangelo, too, though, so shots are 23-23 going into the third, and we have a scoreless game, so this is anybody's game here for the third period. Who's going to score first? They're getting a lot of shots to start the period. Now we're getting our chances. Power play, there we go, that would be good. And we get one. Kirill Kaprizov, who likes to come through a lot in the third period, beats Connor Hellebuyck. And it's 1-0 Minnesota. Are we going to get an empty netter too? No, we're not. But we win 1-0 in game number 1 in Colorado. So pretty good way to start it off. Playing great defensive hockey against a pretty solid offensive team that has like 290s. And some good 88 and 87 wingers. So Kaprizov from Schultz and Richie. So I think that might have been a power play goal, if I'm not mistaken. Corson gets his first playoff shutout, I think, if he didn't have any last year. And it is a 1-0 series lead. Okay. So that's exactly what we wanted to do. We wanted to maybe get a bit more offense going, but at least we came through with the W. So let's see if it can continue into game 2. And if we could go up 2-0 going back home, that would be huge. Last year we swept round 1 against St. Louis. Let's see if we could sweep Colorado. That'd be nice. First period, and we got a goal in the first period, and it's Kaprizov again. Shots still are 10-6 in favor of Colorado, yet we have a 1-0 lead. Second period, and they finally get their first goal in the playoffs. I think his name's Alvin Waters. I think he's on the third line. He comes through. And it's a 1-1 game going into the third period. They're out shooting us 22-15 now. We need to get a bit more shots in and hopefully succeed on some of them. 5 minutes in, nobody has scored yet. We're getting a couple more chances here in the third. They're getting some chances too, though. And they've managed to get the lead. Butsayev, I think that's a fourth liner. And it's a 2-1 game for Colorado. Come on, boys, let's just tie it up. Last 5 minutes here. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, come on boys, 1 goal. And we're not going to get it done, so we fall in game 2 by 1 goal only. So this series has been very defensive, only 4 goals between the two teams. And yeah, that must have been the third or fourth line, because Their guys got 2 points each, Waters and Butsayev. But Kaprizov gets his second to playoffs from Nick Ritchie. So those two are continuing their regular season numbers. And there's 3 stars, all Colorado Avalanche guys. One sec, guys. Just need to grab a drink of water. Okay, there you go. Always nice to have a little bit of water in the morning, especially when I'm commentating at like 9 in the morning. Helps wake me up a bit. Okay, so we have a 1-1 series. I'm not going to change anything exactly with the lines yet, even though we've only scored 2 goals in 2 games, because we've only given up 2 goals in 2 games as well. So if we give up a lot of goals here and lose, then I might make some line changes, and if we don't score a lot, maybe I'll make some line changes. But let's see if we could get it done here on home ice now. Back at the XL Energy Center, Game 3, first period, and wow, okay, there's the offensive explosion I was expecting. So Ritchie makes it 1-0 us. Stu Bickle, I think his name is, makes it 1-1. That's their 91 second line center. Artemi Panarin makes it 2-1 Colorado. He's their first line winger. He's an 88. And then Jared Mallett, who we signed in the offseason, he manages to come through and tie the game up. And then with 1 second left in the first period, Tommy Kilgore makes it a 1-goal lead. Shots are 11-8 for us going into the second. Let's get some more offense, boys. And we managed to get 1, and they get 1. So this is a pretty offensive game. Shots are only 18-17. Both goalies are playing like crap in comparison to the first 2 games. Schultz gets a goal, and Landeskog pulls them back within 1 going into the third. Come on, boys. Oh, they're going to tie it up. Nathan McKinnon. Both goalies only allowing 4 goals on like 18 shots. Oh, Jared Spurgeon, you got to be joking me. Of course, it has to be Spurgeon that's going to score. He had a really bad regular season, so come on, guys. We need to get the lead here. There you go, Taves. Nice pickup in the regular season. I almost said off-season. Rantanen's going to give them the lead. Come on, guys. Tied up. Oh, 52 seconds left. Schultz scores. And we have a 6-6 game going to overtime. Holy crap. What a game. The fans are treated to something interesting here in Minnesota. So after 1, we were up 3-2. After 2, we were up 4-3. And then in the third period, it was all of a sudden 5-4 them. Then it was 5-5 Tays. Then it was 6-5. And with 56 seconds left, Bear Schultz comes through with a goal. On home ice, power play. Nobody scores. Wow. Now we're playing defensive hockey in overtime, it seems like. Both goalies are facing a lot of shots now, so their goals against isn't as bad as it normally would be. We have 44 shots here. Wow, we're getting a lot of shots in this overtime, but we do not come through with a goal. So 6-6 going into double overtime. Shots are 46-38 in favor of us. Let's get it done, guys. Come on. We have so much shots. We need 1 goal, and we do. Larry Souray, the captain of the team. Even though I didn't really agree with putting him as captain, he comes through with the winning goal, and your Minnesota Wild have only taken a 2-1 series lead. So what an offensive game. So Ritchie from Kaprizov and Granlund, Mallet from Tays and Fitzgerald, Kilgore from Souray and Hartman, Schultz from Kunin and Patan, Tays from Kunin, Schultz from Hartman and Patan, and Souray from Hodges and Kunin. 3 stars in that game. Schultz with 2 goals and 5 hits. Souray 2 points, and Stu Bickle with 3 points for the Colorado Avalanche. Who is the badly minus players on the team on this game? Wow, there was only +1 players. So is that second line, I think. I don't know if I want to make any changes because that was a lot of goals against, but we managed to come through with the win. You know, I'll let it stay for this game, but if we let in a lot of goals in this game again, then I'm going to change things up a bit because I'd rather not let in that much goals. So now we have conceded a total of 8 goals against in 3 games. So both goalies are really playing horribly. So, and 9 goals against for Hellebuck already. So Game 4, let's see if we could have another good defensive game, boys. And it's Colorado taking the lead after 1. We only had 4 shots in that first period. We need to get a lot more offense going. They have 11 shots. Chris Bigris with the only goal. Second period, and it's still 1-0 them. We only have 8 shots throughout 40 minutes. That is horrible. I guess we're winded from last game because last game we had over 40 shots. Wow. 22-8 the shots for Colorado, and they have 1-0 lead. If we come through with a win here, we are lucky. Come on, guys. We need to get a lot more shots than 4 shots a period. There you go. Getting some shots now. Maybe around 4 shots again. There's 5 shots in the period. Come on, guys. We need a goal, though. It's going to be hard to beat a goaltender when you only have this much shots. And Jost makes it 2-0. And why is UC Saros in it? Corson better not be injured. And we lose 2-0. So, yeah, I might change up something a bit because our offense just didn't click in that game. Let's see. What was I going to check? Oh, yeah, I was going to check if Corson even started that game because for some reason Saros said was in net. So, why did Corson play 54 minutes, only allowing 1 goal? And then Saros came in. Hopefully he did not get injured. If we lost Corson, I don't think we could win the series because I don't know how Saros is in the playoffs. Come on, please. Oh, he's not injured. I don't know why he left the game. Maybe he's just like that Patrick Waugh situation where he just doesn't want to play for the team anymore. I doubt it, but let's just edit the lines for a second because we need to get some more offense going. Schultz has been better than Granlund, so I'm going to move Schultz up to the first line, I think. He deserves it. He's probably a future top liner anyways. And then, what else do we want to do here? We could change Larry Soure with Nick Patan. Patan's going to be the center here instead. And Soure here. Actually, yeah, we'll do that. And I think that's all I want to do for the offense. Defensively, any of these defensive players minus. Looks like the second pairing is -1. These are zeros. How about the first pairing, -1? Looks like we're all -1s almost. Yeah, I don't think I want to change anything with the defensive core. And I'm not changing anything with the goaltenders, obviously, either. And I don't want to bring in any of these guys that are scratched. So, yeah, I think that should be good. Oh, Fitzgerald's listed as a third line scoring forward. Move him up. We'll put Hartman down. But he's up at 79, so he must be Sabby's of ice time or something. No, he's not. He's listed as a third liner now, so hopefully he gets that growth. We'll leave Hartman on the fourth line instead because I think he's a two-way forward. So let's go into game number 5. We have a tie series here going back to Colorado. Hopefully we could come out with a win here and then go back home and seal the deal in the series. Back in the Pepsi Center. Come on, guys. We need to get a lot more shots here in the first period. And we got the lead and the shot lead as well. 10-9. Luke Hoonen with the only goal. Nicely done, Luke. Second period. And, oh, they get 2. Connor Sheary and Jace Howerluck. We're still out shooting them, though. 26-17, but we're down by 1. So defense, you need to play good now. And offense, you need to continue to play good. And Pinero makes it 3-1 Colorado. Oh, man. This is what I was expecting with them because they're a really offensive-based team. They're up 4-2 now as Kaprizov pulls us back in the game a bit. But we're out-shooting them badly. Yeah, we're down 5-2. Okay, I'm going to have to change something with the defensive core. Looks like Colorado's going to take their first lead of the series as they have 6 goals on us somehow. That line change might have screwed things up. Yep, 7-2. Come on, Corson. They end up out shooting us 35-33, and we lose by a score of 7-2. That is horrible. Considering we got the first goal of the game, too. Wow, what a bad game. That was the worst game I've ever seen Corson play, especially in the playoffs. Okay, we're going to go to game 6, and I'm going to make some changes with the defensive core and maybe the forward core again. Maybe just go a complete line overhaul because we don't want to lose in round 1 this year. We want to get to the next round. But we're on the brink of elimination, so what players are really badly minused? The first line seems to be fine. Except for Barrett Schultz. Maybe we'll move Taze up there with Patan. Kilker actually had decent face-off stats, didn't he? 71. How about Mallet? 70. What about Hartman? 65. I I don't know really what I want to change with the lines. We could always put Granlund. Wait, is he a left-handed shot? Yeah, he is. We could put Granlund here. Wait, do something like this maybe. Put Granlund on the wing instead of the center. Maybe he's losing a lot of draws. 80 face-offs. Sure is worse on the face-off dot, but wait, actually Kunin was good. Yeah, we could put Kunin over there. Put Sure there, and Granlund could actually play what his actual position is in real life. And then defensively, we need to change things up here. So Ruchin, you're going down. Knubel, wait. I'm going to put Hodges up there on the top two, I think. Put Ruchin with Knubel. Gooley and Schrader could stay together. And goaltenders, we're going to leave the same. I don't think I want to bring anybody in that's scratched. Okay, so those are the line changes I'm going to make. I don't know if that's going to help us, but hopefully we have a better defensive game here and manage to force a Game 7 back in Colorado. So we got to win 2 straight now, unless or else we're like going to be gone. And we're going to have a short off season, or a long off season, I should say more. Okay, Game 6. Let's get it done, guys. First period, oh my god. Landeskog makes it 1-0 Nem. And once again, we don't have a lot of shots. 7 shots after 1. We need to get a lot more, guys, after 2. And, okay, it's 2-1. We're back in it, though. Panarin made it 2-0, but Kaprizov pulls us back within 1. We need to have a good third period here, guys. Our season is on the line. Come on. Last year, we went to the second round. We could get to the second round again. I know we can. We have the experience now. I feel like we could win a cup soon, too. Oh, there we go. Tommy Kilger, nice. Put him as the 4th-line center, and he ties the game up. We were down 2-0, but we battled back, and we are going to overtime. So this is our season on the line. Who wants to step up for us? Who likes to get overtime goals? I don't even know. Who has the most game-winning goals for us in the playoffs? Probably Kaprizov or something like that. Let's get it done here in overtime, guys. Like I said, our season's on the line. We're getting heavily outshot, but Corson's keeping us in it. He didn't play good last game, but he's playing good this game. There you go, power play. Come on, end it. End it. And there we go. We're going to do it, and we force a Game 7. And it's the guy I was just talking about, Kirill Kaprizov, who started the comeback, and we win 3-2 in overtime. Despite being outshot 42-29, Corson makes 40 saves, bounces back from last game, and we have forced a Game 7, like I said. So, Kaprizov from Ritchie and Dumba, Kilger from Mallet and Hartman, and Kaprizov from Schultz and Dumba. 3 stars in that game. Corson, obviously the 1st star, Kirill Kaprizov the 2nd star, and Matthew Dumba the 3rd star with 2 assists. So, we're back in Colorado for Game 7. We managed to get some, just barely squeak out with a win. Hopefully we could win this Game 7, or else we will be gone. But we could be gone to round 2 for the 2nd straight year, which is good news too. We're still getting valuable experience for our group, considering we have a young core. Kirill Kaprizov leads the way currently with 6 points in 6 games, including 5 goals. So that first line is still getting it done. Hopefully it will continue here in Game 7, back in the Pepsi Center. Come on, guys, let's get it done. First period, and it is 1-1 after 1. I think I'm going to slow sim the rest of it. Kunin gets us a goal, but Rantanen ties it up for them. We're being outshot 11-9. Let's watch the 2nd and 3rd now and see if we can get the lead here. There you go, Bear Schultz, first liner now. Manages to come through with another goal. He's had a pretty solid playoff so far. I think he's got like at least 3 or 4 goals. Oh, they're going to tie it right back up though. Well, not right back up, but Alvin Waters ties it up at 2. We're out shooting them now. And Nick Ritchie, also first liner, comes through, and it is a 3-2 game. So the first line has just been clicking a lot now. Kaprizov had 2 goals in the last game. Schultz and Ritchie have goals in this game. Well, let's get it done, guys, here in the 3rd. Let's just lock this game out and eliminate Colorado, but Jost is going to tie it up, but Fitzgerald answers right back. And we have a 4-3 game as Eric Fitzgerald, the young man at 19 years of age, going to come through with a game-winning goal in round 1. We're out shooting him by 10 shots-ish. And where are we going to hold on? Yes, we are. And the Minnesota Wild somehow managed to prevail and are going to the 2nd round for back-to-back seasons. hopefully the next round's not as close. Luke Kunin from Surrey and Granlund, Schultz from Ritchie and Dumba, Ritchie from Kaprizov and Schultz, and Fitzgerald from Tays and Petan. Nicely done. So those line changes managed to get us 2 wins, and we have taken the series. I wonder who we're going to be up against in the next round. We'll figure that out in a second. We just need to check the player stats for round 1 before we go on. So, yeah, Kirill Kaprizov just seems to play really good always, no matter the situation. 7 points in 7 games, I think it said. Yep, and then also the first line in general has 7 points in 7 games. Schultz, 7 points. Ritchie, 7 points. So, basically, that line is what's keeping us in the playoffs, just like last year. So, hopefully they contribute in round 2. Kunin, 5 points. Petan, 4 points. Surrey, 3 points. Hartman, 3 points. Dumba and... Wait, did I say Hartman already? Dumba and Hartman have 3 points. Kilger, Fitzgerald, Mallet, and Granlund all 2 points. Hodges, 1 point. And Schrader, Gooley, and Knubel, no points. And goaltender stats wouldn't be the greatest, I don't think. Yeah, Corson, 7 games played, 4 and 3. 1 shutout and a 909 save percentage and a 2.82 goals against average. While Saros, he played a bit of 1 game. He allowed in 1 goal, I think. Yeah, he allowed in 1 goal on 1 shot, or 2. Yeah, 1 goal's on 2 shots, and he had a 500 save percentage and a 15.19 goals against average. So there you go. And yeah, so now let's see who we're up against in round number 2. Hopefully it's not too scary of a team. Last year we played Calgary in round 2. I don't know if we're going to have to play them again. No, they got eliminated. Wow. Okay, who are we up against? Once it loads, we're up against the Winnipeg Jets. Oh man, that is nasty, because their first line, I looked at all the lines for all the teams yesterday, and damn, it is ridiculous, because they have like some really good, well, they obviously still have Laine, who's, I think this year he's going to take home the Rocket Richard for most goals. Like, he had, I think, 48 goals this season. And then also his teammates are like Mark Scheifele and Kyle Connor. It's a really crazy first line. So yeah, Connor and Scheifele with Patrick Laine, sniper, playmaker, and a two-way forward. This line clicks a lot. As you can see, during the regular season, 97 points for Laine. He had 105 the year before. And then Mark Scheifele, 95 points. The year before that, 100 points. And the year before that, 106. And then Kyle Connor, he had 80 points this year, 74 last year, 83 the year before. Like, this line is probably the top line in the NHL currently. And then Elias Lindholm and our former player Joel Eriksson Ek. We had to let him go because he didn't want to come back to the team. He has signed, it looks like, a couple-year deal with the Winnipeg Jets. They also got Jaden Schwartz now. And we know all about Schwartz from playing St. Louis so many times in the past. They also got Vic Mills, Adam Lowry, and Damian Carlton. Some youngsters that look like they're going to grow pretty good. Then on the fourth line, you got Alex Chiasson, Nick Shore, and Clarence Abbott. Interesting. So pretty decent forward core. And then defensively, they're a little weak on the bottom six, it looks like. But these defensive guys had really good plus-minuses during the entire season. I looked up, like, they had the best plus-minuses. So you got Josh Morrissey. I don't know how good he was for plus-minus during the season. Plus 26, as you can see. Trouba, he was also pretty good plus-minus, yeah, plus 28. And then you go to the second defensive pair, and these guys were the top plus-minus players in the league almost, yeah. Shea Theodore, plus 37. We used to have him in our Canucks GM mode. And Mirko Mueller, who is a plus 39 during the regular season. So, yeah, we got to watch out for this team. Kevin Gravel, I think we had him actually at one point as a depth guy. I'm not 100% sure with that. And then there's Adam Pelech. And goaltending-wise, Eric Comrie is pretty good, but their backup, Louis Domingue, is not good at all. So, hopefully their starter gets ran out, and then we have their backup in it or something. And then depth-wise, they have Carl Gunstrom. They also have Matthew Joseph, so 2 top 9, bottom 6 guys. And Logan Couture, who's already 37, he's a depth guy for them. So Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of Minnesota Wild GMO. So next episode, we'll take it to Winnipeg with the Winnipeg Jets and see if we could get to a conference finals appearance. They had a very good regular season in Winnipeg, so it might be a bit of an up-climb battle from last round, but hopefully we could get it done. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.